Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 11 and I just want to say that this video is going to be short. I could already tell because when I went to edit the video I lost quite a bit of footage. So just know, all you need to know is I built another one of these domes. Okay, we're going to cut right into that. Okay, I put the flooring in, and I think the first thing I'm going to work on will be the furnace array. And I'm not really sure how I want to do this, but I do know I want something like this, where it goes, where there'll be a chest right here, and then it will come back right here. And I think that'll be a cool idea. Let's just see how it works, but yeah, I'm going to just start doing that real quick. So I know I've done a couple of these time lapses already, and what I want to mention right before I talk about anything else is I just did like a 6-minute recording and I messed up and I forgot to turn on my microphone, so that's a bit funny. Other than that though, everything's going well. But let's talk about these time lapses again. Before I did any of these time lapses, I had this idea, this grand idea of how all these time lapses would come across, and I think they're actually doing really well. In my opinion, I think these time lapses are a little bit lazier than any other thing, which is why I try to avoid them. But I do know a lot of people actually enjoy these time lapses, and usually what happens is what YouTubers do is they set up like a 2-minute time lapse, and then the 2-minute time lapse, instead of them having some sort of commentary, they'll just have some sort of music behind it. And I was thinking about actually composing a piece because I've had this kind of lyric song in my head for a little bit now. And it's not a lyric or a song, it's more of a chord progression in my head. And you could build a whole song around a lot of small stuff. So I wanted to think about doing that. And I have been playing instruments for quite a while now, and if you haven't known that, it's one of the things I do. I play guitar, piano, I have an electric, and if I had the money I would have a euphonium, a trumpet, a trombone. I would just love to buy all these instruments, but I really can't afford it right now. Which is cool. It's one of my hobbies. I wish it was something I pursued a little bit more, because honestly I'm not really sure what I want to do. But if I do pursue it a little bit more, I might get into a little bit more advanced stuff like composing and directing and everything, which would come across really well. Something else I do want to mention before I stray off too far off topic is that whenever I make these time lapses, I don't really know what I'm going to say. I talk a little bit as if I'm going to copy stuff. And when I'm saying like this, I mean like I'm coming up with the idea, and if you couldn't tell by now, I'm actually really exaggerating what I do. But what happens is, like, I come up with the idea in my head, and instead of like having a fully fledged script or anything, I just kind of start talking about it, and it has led to some weird situations where I'm editing the audio and it comes across really weird. And I think that's something I do have to work on. I know some other YouTubers and some other stuff who've actually had some really good, they're really good at improving, and I think that's a large part of this YouTube thing, this Let's Play thing. Because whenever I talk, I don't ever say or and or any of these filler words. These filler words end up coming across a little bit more hidden, is what I mean. Like, instead of talking, I will like have a small pause in my sentence or in my grammar or really anything, just so I could stop and think about what I'm trying to say. And I think that's the problem what I'm having with YouTube is when I get nervous, I start using these filler words. So I think that's one of the things I got to work on, and I know a lot of other people who have never had that problem, who could go up and give a speech in front of 1,000 people and have knowing nothing about it. My great friend, I won't say his name. Was on the debate team in high school, and he could talk about anything. He would argue with you about anything, and it would be a legitimate intellectual conversation that you would love to be part of. And with him, it was a lot better than talking to some other people who would have stuff like they would talk through their stuff, talk as if they knew this stuff, and then they would also have these ums and ands and all these words, which I think I'm personally doing myself, which I'm trying to work on. Anyway, I probably should get back to the video. And I noticed just now I said that stuff, but I probably should get back to the video, and I think that will be everything you need. So let's see what I've gotten in the time lapse. So I figured I'd just stop here, and the reason being, if we look over here, we can actually see some signs of pillaging and civilization. And it's a nice way to go back. I'm only have 8 carrots. So I figured we also talk about how much I got. 29 choker cells. I wish I got 30, so I got an even number, but that's okay. And then got a diamond helmet, 2 diamond pants, diamond chest plate, and iron boots. I only took this because it had cut a couple of good stuff on it. We got the diamond shovel with mending on it, so that's pretty good. And diamond horse armor. So this is something I never saw on camera. Anytime I need wood, I need a mass amount of wood, and it's usually because I need a whole bunch of chests to make all the designs or anything I'm building. And I just thought you should see how long it takes me to get everything. So I thought in the pink one I would have all the stuff with colors. And in the blue one I would have all my valuables. And now if we look in the wood chest, we can actually see they filled it up and organized everything. And we got everything working. The only thing I should mention is any purple chest will just be the like sort of junk chest, almost the same as black chest, but it'll be like it'll just be the spare chests of the game, and I think that would be just what I'm doing. But for right now, these are the chests that I want to carry in my shulker box. The only other one I could think of is gray for more stony blocks and stuff. So it'd be like stuff in here, the granites, the andesites, the polished stuff, the normal stone, and the cobblestone, and then the gravel. Basically anything of the gray color scheme. So then I could have a little bit more with andesite as well. I noticed when I actually build in this new update, I try to spend way too much time with the new blocks, and I think it comes out looking pretty bad. Which is why I try to stay with a gray color palette here, but I think it'll work out in the long run. Yeah, other than that though, the green and the gold, I really don't know what I'm going to do with that, so that'll be a upper toss-up. Anyway, okay, now that I've gotten some rest, I woke up and I fixed the system. Now I'm just getting enough coal to actually fill the system. I'm going to need quite a bit, and I don't know where the rest of mine went, so that's not very good. I'm gonna look around a little bit, see if I can find some, but right now I don't even have enough for the first 2, which I guess works out. But I could do the test right now, and yeah, that's all I really need. Let's go over here, toss the coal in, then over here and toss the coal in, and then on this one I'll toss the coal in, and then the test will just involve 3 items. So let me go grab that. Okay, then I'll toss the 3 items in. They'll go through once that opens up. And then it should turn on the first 3. Nice. And then it'll come back in a second. You'll see it go back down. Now, only the first 3 should have it. Yeah, that looks good. And then afterwards, it should everything should go into here. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, everything's working. Let me fix this real quick. Yeah, but everything should be working. Now I just gotta go get some coal and fill that up, and that'll be it. Okay, everything is working. I just realized I made a mistake in the thing, but it shouldn't really matter too much. Hopefully I'll never have to fill this up again, because this is actually quite a bit of coal. And if we go into here, we could actually see that how much sand's going into it. Now the way I designed it was a little bit funny but I did design it like this on purpose, and we'll see here that we'll see here that it's still pulling out, but as soon as it pulls out, it's just going to go across and spread it across all of these, and it's just going to make it really easy. Anyway, I'm just going to wait for this to finish, and that really should be it. Okay, now that we finished this up, I just wanted to show what I ended up coming up with. Over here on the left, we see the cobblestone, and I was thinking maybe having these as cobblestone as well. And then over here is the smooth stone. And actually, I kind of want to see how that'll look right now, so I'm going to do that. But I think it really signifies what's going on here. It's obvious that it's a smelter, and it works out really well. So we'll go like that and like this. And no, it looked better before. So I figured the next design I would be making would be the shulker box unloader, as I'm told it's called. I put out a video on this design just to see if I could just because I came up with it and I thought it was a cool idea, but apparently it's not original. But this should be everything I need, and I think it looks pretty good. It's kind of got its own spot over there, and then what's going to happen is have a chest come out towards here, probably. Either here or the next block. Actually, here looks good because then it has a chest. And then over here, I'm not sure if I want to leave the redstone uncovered or not. Because over here it'd be really easy to cover because there's a lot that just goes straight through. Like right here, you don't see a single thing. But over here it'll be a little bit harder to cover unless I wanted to take up a larger footprint. But I think taking up from there to right here would actually work out really well. So then I think the footprint will be okay on that front. Anyway, I'm gonna keep working on this, but this is just a testing design right now. Okay, so my dogs just teleported down here, and they both took some damage. So my theory is that they actually got hit by lightning, because lightning has been going on quite a bit. I just keep seeing stuff up there, so I'm just gonna set these guys down for now. And oh man, I better feed them. Let me go grab some food real quick. And I know it's not the most luxurious of foods, but we're just gonna go like that. Okay. Oops. They're not mating. Okay, well, yeah, everything went pretty well. I'm just thinking of different redstone ways I could get to move it over so then I could cover it up. Because I was thinking I would have everything over here. Either that or I'd have everything over here. Which actually might work. Because... Actually, I'll test that. Because I believe the hoppers actually get stopped right there. No, they don't. Okay. So that should actually work. So I think I'm going to have everything come out this side. Yeah, that should work actually. Here, one sec. And now for the test, I did everything. So we're just going to toss some items in there. Put that in there and click the button. There we go. And everything should be going into this chest. It's actually going through here. It's building up a little bit because this is a trap chest, but that's okay. Once everything goes through, I'll be back. Just wanted to show off the side I built. It's definitely okay. It doesn't really highlight the fact that it's a circle, and it kind of just covers it. And over here, I still haven't made any sort of roof, but it does cover up the redstone pretty well. And I did leave these two open, just because I didn't want it to take up too much space. However, it does take up more space on this side than that side, so I might end up actually covering it up in the long run. But for now, I think it looks pretty good. And now I'm gonna just work on the next thing. And I keep doing this where I say I'm gonna work on the next thing, and then do something else. But now I'm definitely going to work on the next thing. I was thinking it'd be more to do with the shulker box, but I'm not sure what I want to do over here. Okay, so I figured I would in this next build have my automatic wheat grower, wheat, carrots, potatoes, really anything. So right over here, basically what I want to happen is there to be a spot. I'm thinking I want that to be the spot right here. So then it would come from this side. No, because it definitely needs to be only one-sided. And it looks like I'm only using this side of things. So maybe I'll just have it on this side, like right over here. And it doesn't take up that much space, to be honest. So I'm probably gonna have some other redstone back here, just so whenever I need to hide redstone from, say, this build or something like that, I'd have all the logic computing back here. But for now, I think this is how it's gonna be. I just need to have one right there, and right there, and right there, right here, and right here, and there's gonna be the water. And that really should just be everything I need. I'll come back to you in a second once I finish building this, but this should be it, hopefully. Okay, I probably finished recording about 20 seconds ago. About 20 seconds ago, then I just finished up everything. Now all we need to do is get some bone meal, and I only have bones. Never actually found a bone farm, so not bone farm, farm for this. So I'm just gonna be doing this for now. But I just wanted to see how well it works. Go over here, split it up between 4 of them. So 7, 7, 7, 7, start. So it should just, oops, let's finish that. Okay, yeah, it's pretty quick. Definitely not as quick as I had hoped. I think that's just because of the server lag right now, but it works out really well. Now we got everything here, and I was thinking actually just to have another one right over here. Another section for it. And yeah, that would fit, right? It would go 1, 2, 3, and then I could have it going off the same redstone pulse. So then I could have like I could have like a lever right here going around for the redstone pulse, and that should be everything. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. Give me a second. So I just looked around and I found out that I am running out of time. But I did want to show this off before I finished. I don't have any bone meal, but as you can hear, it does work. And there are two sets of them, so I'm thinking this side would have potatoes and this side would have carrots. Or this side would have wheat and this side would have carrots. I don't know, I just know I want carrots. Everything should work, and I do have it set like this on purpose where it doesn't automatically break. So then I could go through and have a fortune pickaxe. If you guys didn't know, you could have a fortune pickaxe and it will work a little bit better for everything, and it won't actually deal damage, so that's a good thing. Anyway, I am running out of time, like I said, and I must say goodbye, so thanks for watching this episode, and I'll